Hang on a minute. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Coin Corner. Joe's down with his back tonight, so he's not going to make it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Coin Corner. Oops. Hang on a minute. I forgot to mute. There we go. But anyway, hopefully Robert will be here a little later. I know he's got a lot going on, too, because he's doing some remodeling work. And Travis was nice enough to join us tonight. Thanks for being here, Trav.
What's going on? Hello, everybody. Good to see everyone.
There's the NC Kitty Fusion, Rivendell, my friend Lincoln, Penny Queen's here. Let's see. Well,
Rivendell Coins.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lincoln Central.
Mr. Lincoln Central Coins is here. All right. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a few things. Number one on the list is recording some kind of a record of your collection in case something happens to you. And I know at my age, I worry about that. And we'll see if I can get this camera to focus here. There we go. And there's several different ways of doing that. And I'll go over what I've got and the way I do it. And there's actually programs you can download where you can record, all your different coins, your collections, your books, values or estimated values, that kind of thing. But I think it's real important that you keep a record of that for your family. That way, in case something does happen to you and you have even whether you have a small collection or medium collection like mine or a large collection, it's good for your family, especially if they're not into coin, to have an idea of what you got and a ballpark figure of what it may be worth. And so we'll delve into all that in a little bit. The coin you see on your left, which is a 1992 quarter, you can see it's slabbed. I'm not going to give away all of it yet, but what it is. But that's going to be a giveaway about halfway through the stream. So
awesome.
So we'll do a little giveaway in the middle, and then I'll also have a roll of 22 piece dollars that we'll be looking at under the scope and seeing what we can find. And I'm sure Travis will come up with some good stuff as well. So welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Giveaway in a roll of peace dollars. It's not even my birthday. You can't. It's like, come on. That's a good day right there.
There you go. Anytime it's about coins, it's a good day, Lemon.
And a great topic. It's one of those things that I would suggest till I'm blue in the face. And I'll be honest, I have not gotten to myself because it's if you wait too long, it'll become a chore. But it's definitely the responsible thing to do because of all the benefits that you get from it. It's if coin was, heavens forbid, stolen, that's the first thing you'll be asked for is, do you have a itemized list or any type of and now with all the software, I think they almost all the apps you can get free for a lot of it, which is awesome. iPhone,
I keep a record of everything on what I do is I use Microsoft, and I'll download like a list, and then I fill in like what coin it is, approximate value. You always undervalue it a little bit because I wouldn't want, in case something happened. Whoops, excuse me. In case something happened, I don't want like my wife or my granddaughter or my daughter inherit it, and they look at it, and at that time, I blowed up the price, and they go to sell it, or get an estimate on it, or even for insurance value, and that price isn't within reason. They're going to be like, "Oh, you're trying to cheat me buying this coin." So I'd rather do a little underestimate as I would over, but that's just me. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that it's insurance is like you buy the insurance for a policy. It's you could insure them for whatever you think the value is, but you're gonna pay for it. But yeah, being correct, it's when I worked at the shop, there were occasions where you get called out to home, and it's always for a state, and a lot of the time that's what they needed. They needed a proper accounting and value. So it's like there was an hourly rate involved. You kept track of your time. Pretty good hourly rate too.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a part of coin. Being as far as selling, or I should say, being a numismatist.
Yeah, or just an avid collector, or
Responsibility of the true, numismatist.
I want to say welcome to Captain Jerk and Tech Scott and anybody else new that's here. Rivendell made a comment. Let me scroll back here and see what he was. He did say, he said, then you have to ask, by your agent, does your policy have a rider for those coins? Like insurance coverage is a big part of it, and you do have to have a record for that. For that, anything that's over, how can I put this? Like in my own collection, I have some coins that's worth a few $100 and some that's worth $20. Well, like if I have a lot or rolls, I'll take a picture of the case of rolls, and I'll write down what each roll is, BU, whatever. But I have a breakdown on my list of all my slag points, what they are, value, estimated value.
Yeah, that's really where it's at too. They kind of like frown on raw because
Right.
it's really you could you need to back it up with paperwork. So they love third party grading. It's a true accounting and record.
Yeah.
Trackable record. Yeah.
And I do have some raw coins that are up of value, but most of my valuable coins, not all, but most are slabs. So that kind of gives you. They do that.
It's a huge benefit.
They like the coins that's been graded. But as on a inheritance type thing, where, and this is what got me thinking about it, when all this virus, whatever you want to call it, come out. I started thinking about, of course, at my age, you think about your own mortality anyway, but because I'm old and dirt. But point being, my granddaughter lives in California. My daughter lives in California. And they're not really into the coin thing. My daughter isn't. And I mean, she's got a basic understanding. She likes certain types of coin. Now, collecting silver, she does. She is kind of her husband's a silver stacker. So he's got a basic idea. But to inherit a collection, even as small as mine is, it's still valued at several $1,000s. And I wanted to give her a ballpark figure of, where a starting point, if nothing else, if she did decide to sell it down the road. So that was my whole point of doing this. And there, like Travis said, there's a lot of different apps you can download to give you a start. Like I did it from a spreadsheet from Microsoft, and then when I got it together, I put it in the cloud in Apple, which I have a Mac computer, and also
there is programs, like just regular programs that you can software that you can buy.
Right.
That almost all coin supply companies that sell coin supply usually have a couple.
Then I have this. This has, I'm not going to open it because there's no, this is my own collection. But what's in here is everything that's on the computer and other places.
Hard copy. That's a real hard copy.
This is a hard copy. And so, I don't have the pictures or anything of that in here, but I do have a record in here of every piece I have. And what I do when I buy, say, like I bought a gold piece off Travis the other day, and it's not here yet, but as soon as it comes, it'll get logged. It'll get logged in my computer program, and it'll also get logged in this book. That way, it has the date I bought it, what I gave for it, estimated value, what it is. It's all in here. So every coin that comes in of a certain value goes into this book. And that way there's a hard copy. If nothing else, she can go to my safety deposit box at the bank and pull this out, because that's where it lives. It's out now because I took it out for this show and to log some new coins in. But that's where this goes. So that's how I do it.
Partial to doing things kind of the old-fashioned way. I think that would be considered old-fashioned. The keeping a manual counting, that's it's then if you lose your cloud or your storage or your computer, something happens to it, that's like you got a real tangible backup, hard file. That's great. I love that.
And this is an actual copy from a nautical logbook from a ship. And I'm in the nautical stuff. If you look on my back wall, which I never show in my dining room, but I'm not in the studio tonight. I'm in the dining room, but I've got a lot of nautical stuff because I love nautical things. And that's where this comes from. And I had the original that I put with myself, and I ordered another one just for this. So that's where I keep mine. But I just think it's a really good idea, and I don't think it's something that a lot of people think about, especially younger people.
Yeah.
But it's not just for inheritance. It's for in case you get robbed, for insurance purposes. There's a lot of different aspects of why you would have a record of your collection.
It's responsible. Regardless when you learned it, I learned it after I started to collect and be in coin. And then and by the time I did, my how it happened for me was it was kind of, I already had a lot of coin, and it was kind of discouraging the fact that I did, to me personally, that I've kind of have been lazy. I put it off. And so I would say if I would have got the good advice sooner than later, I probably would be up to par with it now. So if you can learn from my mistake of like not doing it, because it's probably pretty easy, right, Alden?
Yeah. It is. It's when you first start, if you have a halfway larger collection and you start from scratch, it does take a while to put it all down and get a value to it all. And a lot of the coins that I've had for a while, I don't remember. I didn't remember what I give for them or anything like that. So what I did, I went to the Red Book and I used that as my basic, and then I took 20% off, or if it was a rare coin, went with that value, or if it's a slab coin and it was a higher grade, then I'd go by the grade from PCGS and NGC. They have estimated values on their websites. It's really a really good resource.
Yeah.
And then what I did with like my rare coins that are higher end eras and varieties, I went to the variety and error pages and got a basic idea. I'd lower the grade, what I thought the grade was, and I'd go 2 grades lower, and that's what I put a value on for it, and as a starting value. And in my notes and also in my computer program, I left word in the top paragraph to my daughter, whoever inherits my collection, that these are just estimated guesses. Some may be higher, some may be lower, but just to use this as a guide. Hello, Florina, girlfriend. How are you, honey?
Yeah, I would think if they let's say, for example, they didn't collect at all, and getting some collections, just the sheer size of them, it would probably be pretty overwhelming. And already having to deal with, it's usually loss that makes them have to make decisions. So yeah, like everything you can do to make that easier for them, that's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, that was my whole point of doing it. And
Yeah, right on.
I just think that it's if you're going to have a collection, it's responsible, and you're going to leave it to somebody. I mean, then it's a responsibility to make sure they have a basic idea of what they have.
Yep, I agree.
And tell Robert, sorry that he missed us, but I understand how it is. Everybody's busy right now, and hopefully he'll come join us when he gets home or next week, because I'm planning on having the show next week as well. So thank you, Florina, and thank you, Robert.
And then that, but meanwhile at the ranch, it's not the only reason to do so. And like you already went over and touched on those things, it could be a benefit while not just to leave it away or will it. You know, there's stuff that could happen, things that come up that if you have it, you're gonna be glad you did.
And also one other thing I want to mention, I know myself, I'm starting to think on these lines. A lot of people, I know Robert does, and maybe even you do, I'm not sure, Trav, but I know a lot of people that, well, Joe does. He has an off-site place where he keeps a lot of his coin collection. I don't know what that was. Sounded like a hot rod, but
yeah, I'm sorry. It's I got everything pulled down, closed, but some of these motorcycles are so loud. Yeah, it was one of the neighbors leaving or something.
LCC is going to have a lot of heavy metal in his casket. Rivendell says that's funny, Rivendell. But no, a lot of people do have off-site coins, or their collection is off-site.
Yeah,
and that's something else. Don't forget what you do have off-site to make sure you have log.
Even bullion and precious metals. There's companies.
I have all my bullion. I do too. Yeah, I do that.
They tell the service only to hold it in their own vaults. You never take personal possession of. And for a lot of people, that I guess that's a benefit. Me myself, I would like to see it, but you know, it's yeah. There's a lot of reasons. That one I had not thought of. You did your homework, Mr. Alden Davis.
Well, I've given this a lot of thought, Travis. Like I said, I'm in my mid-60s, so I mean, you know, it's on my face every day, and I've built a pretty good collection, to be honest with you, over the last 3 years.
Right on.
It's not a super large collection, but I'm pretty proud of a little bit I have done, and a little bit I've learned. But you know, also I also added into that list. It's in here and on my computer. You know, the different books I have, and some of those books are pretty valuable.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Anything coin related, I put into this list.
You know, I'm curious because I'm not 100% positive. Safety deposit boxes, they're safe. They're inside banks. They're locked inside of vaults, you know, for your personal, that you are the only one that gets into it. But now, does that mean that box for valuables and opposed to, money, is it FICA insured?
Yeah, it is FICA insured up to 100,000.
So you would need supplemental insurance for anything for a collection larger than 100 grand then.
Exactly.
Now, wasn't there a time where, it might be showing my age, but wasn't it $250,000? Wasn't it 250 grand at one time? They're down to 100 now.
I'm not sure.
Is that the safety deposit box?
It could be safety deposit box. Now you're asking me something I'm not exactly sure about. I know my bank accounts are covered for 100,000. As far as the safety deposit box, I don't keep valuables in it personally.
Okay.
I got it for two reasons. I got it for my documentation for my will, and I also got it to keep records of like my gun collection and my coin collection and some other things that I have that I collect
Right on.
I don't advertise, but so I've not really checked into. Hi, Michael Mullins, welcome, brother. I've not checked into the exact value. I thought it was the same as the bank account. It may be a $250,000. I'm not sure. That's a good point to bring up. I need to call my bank and find that.
Those vault rooms are fireproof, and keeping a record of all your things that you acquire through your lifetime, memento. I mean, anything, whatever you want to put in there. That really is. I mean, I can't think of a safer place to have a backup copy, or just all your legalities, your papers, the title to your deed to your home, etc.
Right. All of that I keep in that box.
It really is the practice. People have been doing it since we've been here on this land. They've been keeping their stuff in the safety deposit boxes.
But it's something that I just hadn't seen addressed a lot in the coin community. I'm sure it has been, but I just see a void in the information on it, and that's why I wanted to cover it tonight.
I think it's a great topic.
Well, I think it's something a lot of people don't think of.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the nose, and because of that, reminding people, because I'm kind of the person that needs to be reminded about a lot of things sometimes. I try to keep up on myself, but I think everybody knows how it goes. Yeah, man, it's responsibly. It's doing this responsibly. It's a huge part of it, and I think that's hey, cut a rug after you get the right stuff done. And I would say that keeping of your collection it just protects you, period. You really, I would hope everybody starts to get into it if they don't do it now. I promise that I'll start next week.
Well, that's good. I hope so.
I'm not joking. And I thank you, because you reminded me. That's cool.
Well, for 2 years I collected, and I never kept a record. I mean, I kept a record of what I had, as far as what I had invested in and that kind of thing. But I didn't have anything officially written down or logged. I just had things, piece of paper here and there and yonder, kind of scattered around. And I got thinking, when all this came out with everything that's been going on the last few months, it was about 6 months ago when it kind of dawned on me. I went, oh, I got to do something about this. And I started investigating on, ways of doing it. And I found the best way for me was just to, I had Microsoft Office. So I just, like I said, I opened a spreadsheet and I started that way. And it kind of grew from there. And then it was like, okay, now I need a hard copy that I can keep off premises that, and I have the safety deposit box with all my paperwork in it. And I went, what better place to keep it than that? So it kind of grew into that, and it's just kind of ballooned that way.
Yeah, and the younger collectors, you guys are probably so set and have the skill, like computer literate wise, that it probably wouldn't even be a chore for you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So don't not do it because maybe the older collectors do it. Do it because you should be copying everything that the older collector does.
And it can protect you in a lot of ways, not just through leaving it on, like you said, Travis. I mean, for insurance purposes, and I'm also a big believer in photography. In this digital age, I can put 10,000 pictures on a little SD card, and
isn't that awesome?
Take the pictures of the coin. It'll not only show possession, but it also shows a grade, if it's a grade A coin. I don't know, everybody's got different photography levels and different cameras and different setups, but I mean, even the cameras they put on the iPhones and the Droid phones now today are amazing, and they take amazing pictures.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many ways of documenting what you've got. Use your imagination. That's what I did.
Well, I just know that I've had to deal with legality, numerous times through my life.
Right.
And the one common thing that all the different facets, whether it be business or whatever it is that overwhelming evidence is overwhelming. So you can never have too much of, like, hey, well, I got the receipt from when I bought it, and I took pictures, here, and I have a hard, written copy of stuff that I data entry every time I get a couple coin. Like exactly what you said, what you do. Overwhelming is that the odds of them trying to debate something with you to not, release monies to your family because that's what maybe that it's done for. It's going to make all of those things easier. It's going to expedite these things because it's. I hate to say it. I don't know who's listening, but insurance companies sometimes make it really hard to get your own money back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Insurance companies
they're looking for every little loophole way to
exactly
you. So yeah, it's the more you do, the more likely that who you leave behind doesn't have a horrible time, because that happens sometimes.
My dad had a famous saying. It was CYA, and you could take that two different ways. But in this mixed company, I'll say cover your anatomy, and the more you cover your anatomy, the better off you are.
Yeah.
And this is just a form of doing that. That's all.
Prepare for the worst, and when it doesn't happen, it's
it's a good
ready if it does. Yeah.
Yep. You can never be over prepared for anything. I don't think.
Yeah.
So,
it's good advice.
Protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and protect your collection. And I'm going to leave it at that. But we'll kind of switch gears here in a minute, and because we got a big giveaway to give away. I don't know how big it is, but it's a nice one.
It's deep cameo proof coin on the screen right now.
That's the one that's going to be given away.
That thing is gorgeous. I'm gonna guess because I didn't see the grade. I'm gonna say
I haven't seen the grade yet for a reason.
It's looking like a 70.
Well, it's pretty close.
Maybe 100.
It's a Proof 69 Deep Cam, 1992S.
That's a good grade.
There's your obverse.
One off of perfect.
And here's your reverse.
That's
beautiful super chicken on it.
Beautiful.
If I can get the camera to focus again, come on. There we go. Is that not a pretty coin?
Yeah. It is. I love proofs.
I do too.
I mean, it's they're the coins that are made to judge all other coin.
Let me go over here to
the whole, like, I mean, it's not
right. We've got 14 launching. Okay, I'm going to steal the camera there for a second, Trout.
By all means.
I want to show this coin off for one thing. Boom. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me hang on a minute. Let me put the obverse back up and try to show the whole thing here. There we go. All right, let's get some shading on it here a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's the giveaway. Let me check on YouTube side one more time, guys. We got 15 watching now. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I want everybody to refresh, because the first person to guess the number right, this is going to be sent to. And this is going to be my only giveaway tonight, but it's a nice one. So
you're saying that the roll of peace dollars, you're opposed to giving that away?
No, I won't be giving them away.
I'm joking.
We'll be going through a few. We'll be looking at quite a few of them.
Hey, that's pay reward enough right there, man. I'm teasing.
You never know. We may give one away. You never know. But right now, this is our giveaway. So we've still got 15 in here. Okay, I'm going to pick a number from 1 to 25. You get one guess only to begin with. One guess. Okay.
Hit
If
live
nobody gets
chat
it, we'll
too.
do it again. I'm writing the number down. Hey, Majestic. Stick around, Majestic, for the giveaway. All right, I'm writing the number down as we speak. Okay. This is the number. It's folded over so you can't see it. I'm going to set it right here. That's the number. Well, let me turn it over because I don't. Here we go. Here's the number. 1 to 25, guys. On my go, wait for my go. Okay. We'll use my go as a starting point. One guess per person. You ready for it? When I say stop, stop.
Are you joking, Rivendell? Or because that's happened to me before. And
Stop.
I'll never forget it.
I've got it already, guys.
Awesome.
All right. Mods, help me out here a little bit. I'm going to show you the number. I think I know who's got it, but according to my screen anyway. Let me switch back over to StreamYard. Here we go. All right. Here's the number. The number is 13. So who do we got? Mods, tell me who you guys got. And then I'll tell you who I've got. Make sure we agree. Because there's not that many guesses. I got a lot of 13, but it's the first one I'm going to count.
I think they could see the number through the paper, Alden.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Rivendell said it before it started.
Oh.
Yeah, it might have been that the light was too strong or something.
Yeah. Should I do this over again, Lemon?
I think my honest opinion is I would, just to be fair with everybody.
Okay, yeah, let's just be fair. Because if everybody said there's an awful lot of 13s. Jason has said he could see it and he wanted to
talk first too.
Okay, yeah, let's do this again. We're going to change the number schematic this time. And I'm not going to show the paper. I'm just going to write it down. Okay? So the number is going to be between 50 and 75. Let me make sure I got it.
And when I say that, I'm not. Jason is a straight shooter.
Yeah. He was honest about it.
He said that he could see right there. Yeah, he's a good dude. So it's like, yeah.
But the number thing is between 50 and 75.
All right, 50 and 75.
Okay. Get one guess apiece. Nobody guesses it now. Wait up for my go. Thank you, Jason, for being honest about that. I appreciate it. And good luck this time. Absolutely honest guy. Yeah. In fact, I may have something for you for that. In fact, I will. But let me go back to the YouTube side for 1 second. Okay, I'm going to type go, guys. And when you see go, try it. Now, the paper's in my hand. Okay, I think I just showed it. Look inside. The number's written down. So there you go. Remember, 50 to 75.
Oh, Penny Queen, you took my guess. We'll go 52.
I've got it, guys. Stop.
I was thinking 55 too.
Stop.
Stole my guess.
All right, let me go back to the StreamYard side.
Hey, Anna Hutchinson, how are you, Mom?
All right, now let me go back up here. Now, the number was 61.
All right.
All right, so let's see who got it here. I think it was Blockhead, but I'm not sure.
That's who I got.
I got Blockhead. Did everybody agree with me, or?
You got Rivendell also says Blockhead.
All right.
Yep. Hey, good to see you, Blockhead. Right on, man.
Thank you, Rivendell. Thank you, Travis. Blockhead, this is yours.
Congrats, man.
I'm going to post. Hang on a minute. Let me post my email up there. Shoot me an email at that address, and I will get that to you. And let me go back to this YouTube side for 1 second. Hello, Anna Hutchison. Jason, I can't pronounce your last name. Send me an email with your address on it. Same way for the winner, Blockhead. I need y'all's addresses, and I'm going to send you something for being a very honest man. I appreciate that, and there'll be something in the mail coming to you. So you've got a giveaway as well. It's not this one, but it'll be something you like, I think. So I want to be fair, and I think that's fair.
I'm gonna guess Lotzenheiser.
Loxenheiser. I wouldn't even. I wasn't even going to attempt it. But there we go. Yeah, just if you would, I'll take that email down in a minute. But for now,
Hey, I got it. Right.
Make sure you send me an email, both of y'all, and we'll go from there. Yeah, he said you're right, Travis. That's pretty good.
What do you mean? Right? How so? Rivendell. I caught what Rivendell put in chat. He's the one that caught it. Is that what you mean?
I was talking about you pronouncing his last name.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Yeah, you're right."
Credit for the cool. Yeah, that's right on.
Okay, and congratulations to both y'all, to Blockhead and to Jason. That was just super cool, Jason. I've got something coming your way, and I'm going to show you what it is right now. Uncirculated 1961 Benji.
There you go. You gotta love a Benji.
Yeah, you get the Benji just for being honest, Jason.
Good looking.
So I will have your names put on them right now, Jason. So that will be in the mail to you, Jason. And this one is to Blockhead. And he's the winner of that one. So there you go, guys.
Benjamin Franklin. How could you not love Benjamin Franklin?
Congratulations to both of y'all. Just have something up there.
I'm halfway through that biography, one of many that are written about him, but it's pretty dang good, man.
Yeah.
Look at her. Hey, you.
Yeah, I think the whole role basically is AU.
Oh no, I was talking to her. I was like, "Hey, you."
Oh, hey, you, not AU, huh?
Yeah, no, that looks uncirculated.
Yeah, I think it is. Most of them are the whole role. But I want to show you this one real quick. What do you think of that?
Big old die crack.
Big old die crack.
And then it's going through the bottom, but yeah, that's long.
Isn't that long?
It's not following like the typical where you
yeah, it goes from the green rod.
Die crack there all the time. That's kind of I've never seen
all the way through the neck.
I've never seen that one.
Right to the almost to the rim.
Okay, it does catch on to the bottom of her bust because that's a place that die cracks like to go because it's like they'll follow the path of like least resistance.
See?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They're VAMs, so the Morgan dollars and the piece.
Yeah, it's VAM. I don't know which one. That's the first one I pulled out of the roll.
Oh, and look there. It looks to be raised to me.
Hang on a minute. Let me steal the camera from you there.
You can see die chip in the crack along with the crack. Like it'll go for a while, and then you'll see die chip. That's pretty. That sucker was getting it was starting to split.
Oh, blockhead! You want them both to go to Jason? I'm sorry, Travis. I just happened to look in trash.
Oh yeah.
Jason, that's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, Blockhead. Really cool. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome, Blockhead. Are you sure? That's cool. Congratulations.
Very nice.
Congratulations to Jason and to Blockhead. But Blockhead, that's super cool. That's super cool, man.
Yeah, I concur with Lincoln. Blockhead, he's been here as long as I can remember.
Yeah, he's been around ever since I've been around. I know. Blockhead, that was super cool. Thank you for being here, and thank you for doing that. That was cool, and really, really cool. Means a lot to me. Thank you. Jason, let me know if you've got my adding, and if you do, I'll take that banner down.
So is this do you have you been through the roll already?
No, I just now opened it.
Chance that you're going to have more than one with, it could be all or more or less of this same path, die crack. That's kind of cool. It happens sometimes. You never know.
We'll see. Like I said, I don't know. They're all 22, so I don't know.
Are they Phillies or Denvers?
I think they're Phillies. They're Phillies.
I'll tell you what. I'll go to Van real quick and see if I can't.
Do that while we're. I think they're mixed. I think some are D's and some are P's. I'm not sure. Like I said, I just opened the roll, so I'm not sure.
Nice roll, by the way.
It was in a tube roll. I mean, it's. Okay, Jason, did you get my email? Let me go back to the YouTube side. Yeah, congratulations, Jason. That was super cool, dude. Really, really cool, Blockhead. Majestic, thanks for being here. He got it. Okay, let me take this down now. Boom, 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 boom. Because I don't like to leave it up there. It takes so much space. All right. While I'll look at the reverse of this one. I believe this is this is a D as well.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was already going through the P's and they weren't speaking.
Yeah, they're D's. This is a D.
All right, cool.
Real weak strike on a reverse. Look at that. And there's another die crack. Same play. It's along the lower, and I don't know if that's a die crack or a scratch. That's a scratch. I'm pretty sure that. I don't know.
Okay, right there where it's in the D, that to me looks die crack, not scratch.
It's about the same place on the obverse on the lower part. This is the upper part, so that's crazy. That's the first one I pulled out, Crap.
Hey, that's if it's any telltale to the rest of the roll, it's a good one.
Yeah. That's just old age, Lincoln said. Yeah, I got some die cracks himself, Lincoln.
All right, 22 Denver. Ooh, all right. Much more listing of die brake in particular.
God, there's another one. I don't know if it's a scratch or not. This thing's eat up with stuff. That's the lower half of the coin.
All right. So most of the die brakes are calling out the letter Y.
In Liberty?
I would assume so. You got one that calls it out on the reverse, just like coordinate like left. Left obverse. You have die brake left obverse. Let me take a look at that really quick. Yeah,
that's definitely a die brake though.
Oh yeah,
metal.
Oh, it does split there on the right, so that I'll try to remember that. It veins off. It has a little. I think yeah. Man, look at that. That's a good looking. I like the die cracks and whatnot, especially when they're rim to rim.
Yeah, that one I'm going to hold out and save that one.
Yeah, I save them. I think they're cool.
I'm going to hold that one aside. Let's look at the next one. This is a different. Let's see here.
Spike die. Ooh.
There's another one. It's a different crack, though. I don't know if it is or not. It's right above the T in trust. Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, like the width and how prominent it is you got all the way like as the die gets older, but if it follows the exact same path, you can pretty much.
Yeah.
I always like to use like where it is in relation to things. So like you had said, the T, really easy to rule each other out.
Yeah, like right here, if you look at the T and trust
on with the T,
it's right above it, see?
And then it did what I saw is it's in the same area on the bust, along the line of the bust.
Along the line of the bust, yeah. Now that's the second one. This is the original one. And see, this one goes through the T in trust.
Okay, if the other one doesn't, they can.
No, it goes above it.
Yeah, and then it's a different die.
Yep.
Yep. So now that happens. Stuff like that happens all the time. What are the odds? Because it's not every other piece dollar has such a long die crack on the obverse, right? But very similar. So similar.
Yeah, very similar, but not the same die.
That just always blows me away. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. It's like it's just part of it. I can't. There's no reason. I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? The coin gods like to have a laugh at Lemon Head's expense sometimes. Drive me crazy.
I'm definitely going to hold this one, Anna, for sure. That's a prominent die break.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that one I'm definitely holding out. That's going in my private stash. All right, this is a different one that we haven't looked at yet. And I don't see no die cracks in this one. No. Check out the date. 22.
We got one BAM that says die break at neck. So and it goes through the T.
Yep. We'll look at it again here in a minute. I wanted to look at some of these.
I'm thinking out loud as I'm looking at this, but I think I found a strong candidate for your BAM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you write it down so I don't have to use my memory.
Let me throw it back up there and see if it matches what you're seeing.
Or I'll have it. if you want, I just want to make sure
There
that
it is right there.
that way you do it at your leisure.
That looks similar to the one you're looking at, Trav.
Let's see here. Stop it right there. Hold that.
I got it. It ain't going nowhere, brother. This is cool.
It's Can you now really quickly show me the where it starts above the 9, right in front of her bust?
It starts all the way back here, but it gets heavy.
Oh, I know. I mean, just okay. Just it's the relation, like the placement. It's pretty spot on for VAM 1W. VAM-1W, and it's called, its nickname is die break it at neck. Well, it's not, it's a coordinate, it's not really a nickname. I should have said that. Yeah.
Cool.
Right on.
A nice one, guy.
A VAM.
Huh?
The VAMs are pretty special, you know, like it's a cool thing having VAMs.
And let's take a look at this one. There's a small die break above the T.
Did you see one there, Rivendell? Because there's about like 3, 4, 5 of them called out too for the same year. That would be neat. Hey, take it easy, Captain. Captain taking off.
Captain, take care. It's good to see you, brother.
What's happening, David Carlisle?
And another D. I think this whole roll is D, I believe. If anybody sees anything, wants to stop or excuse me. Again, a weak strike on the reverse. All right, look at another one here. This is, oh, guess what? Oh,
Third time a charm. You get 3 of them. So now
that's 3 die cracks. Now this is just like the second one we looked at. Only thing it's a lot deeper. It looks like, and it goes all the way across the neck, almost across the neck. See it? Where it starts there, goes around the neck, right above the teeth.
I'm trying to think if there's something that I'm missing that like it's possible, but it's not. I'm going over it in my head. They have to be 2 different.
They're 2 different dies.
Yeah.
The first one went through the T. Both of these go above the T.
Yeah,
so it's the extra metal.
Super, super close. Coincidentally, you know, like it being that long, but it's you get die crack at the, even on Washington quarters, you know.
Hey David, welcome, brother.
On the reliefs, when at the you know, these lines on devices, it's like things will follow on there, and it's like a strength thing.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah, it's cool. It's right. I think it's bitching.
All right, let's take a look at the reverse of this one. Make sure this is a D. I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. Uh-oh.
Hey, Rudy, what's going on, brother?
Check out that D, Trav.
It's definitely got something going on that is way different than the other 3 you just showed us, which were all similar. So it's like instantly you think RPM, D over D could be.
Let me get a closer look at this one.
Yeah, that's what it's going to take.
That's a little closer look at it, Trav.
Yeah, I would. Without doing like the looking up and the research and pulling out a book,
right?
The vertical lines are they're too perfect and machined looking to me to be damage that would coincidentally look like repunch.
I'm pretty sure that's an RPM.
Yeah, I would be comfortable with saying it's RPM, but not knowing what number RPM.
Yeah, I don't know. Have no idea. But it's got the die crack on the front, which is very, unique
Bam.
compared to the one, but it's got a lot of extra
We call
metal.
that a twofer.
Yeah, that's a twofer.
Okay, it does look now. Rivendell Coins says, "Is that die chip in the D?" question mark, and the anomaly at the bottom of the loop of the D looks like die chipish, like a die chip.
Right.
The lines, the two vertical lines, it to me it looks like a D over D over D.
Let me get in.
They're
That's
pretty,
as close as I can get.
pretty perfect, like north to south.
That's as close as I can get with this particular scope. I could dig out my other scope, but
It's a little frog crawling out of the D. Penny Queen says, "Oh, there it is. There. Thank you."
it's crazy looking D though.
Yeah,
That's another one. I may have to hold this whole roll.
it's looking like it.
Look at that die crack again. Let me fade out a little bit more here.
Wait, I finished right. Let me write that. So, what is it? It's bam.
And there's that die crack.
W1W.
That was the obverse with the double with the RPM, and this is the die crack on the obverse.
So if this BAM is correct, Alden,
yeah,
they're saying that it's a legit. It's a break. It's a die break.
Oh, a die break. Okay.
Yeah, a crack can be topical. It's not all the way through. A break is a break. So this one's calling it die break.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty. That is cool.
Yeah, I think I got some bonuses in that roll as well, Rivendell.
It's literally they go as far to call to classify. It'd be classified as a field displacement break.
We've not looked at this one yet. Let me scroll up a little bit, see if I can get a little. There we go. This looks like a normal. She's got a big old scuffle on her nose. We got knocked by something. Another coin, maybe. Yeah, this one's got a few scars on it, guys. This one's been around the block a little bit, I believe. I can see wear on the hair. Yeah, this is definitely halfway well circulated, this particular one. Let's look at the mint mark. If I can find out.
That is a cool trick, Lincoln. Lincoln Central says that he's went as far as to lay a piece of paper on a mint mark and then take a pencil and lightly shade over where the mint mark is, right? And then it'll show RPM. Now, is that like it'll show RPM that like you naked eye you don't pick up? Is it like a double checking thing, or that is I've never heard that, man. How cool.
This is a P. This is not a D, so I don't know.
Okay, so you got they're just playing and both in the roll. Hey, that opens the door for like there could be proof. There could be anything then. Yeah, right on, Lincoln. That's hey. There's more than one way, man. That works on a lot of stuff too, I bet. That's a great tip.
Yeah, I'll have to remember that trick. There's another. Now that D looks like it's been hit.
Oops, pushing the wrong buttons. Ooh.
Let me get closer in on this one.
There we go.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been hit, I'm pretty sure. I think that mint mark took a lick. What do you think, Trav?
I'm on the watch page and I'm not seeing anything yet. But on StreamYard I do see it. I'm not, but it could be me because I accidentally hit like where it enlarged the window.
All right, let me go over to YouTube side, make
Yeah,
sure.
sometimes I forget, and I assume that I'm on the watch page where everybody's at. Okay, I see you now. It's on the watch page.
Yeah, I think that D's been hit.
Yeah, so this one's got way different look to it, right, than the other one, obviously. But
Sure.
there is anomaly that's like ghosting going on. That to me, when you go west and south of in the corner, and then aiming at say like 7 o'clock, is it me or does that look like a straight five, numeral five, over maybe an S? I even see ball serif, I think. But it's like I've learned not to trust my eye because your brain will like encourage you, you know.
I'm not exactly sure. Well, I think it's
Because
there might have been an anomaly on it, and then you got a hit. I'm not sure.
You know, we know that the S's were hand punched too. So it's like that's I don't think that's chatter or bag mark myself. Pretty cool. Yeah, it could be hit, and it just similar, and then if it's similar, that's all it really takes most of the time for your eye to start putting filling in the blanks,
Right.
and then before you know it, you'll see it. I might look at it tomorrow, and then I won't see it the same. Having some time away from it, so I always try to like get in the habit of double checking. But yeah, it's got more of a damaged look inside the D and around the D than repunched to it. So I think you called it dead on.
All right, get a new one.
You do this sometimes as a hobby. You're getting good at it.
Who?
You.
Yeah, I do it. I do. I look at coins all the time. I got rolls.
What's going on?
Rolls of coins I haven't gone through yet.
Alden's calling these things on the fly, like the first 10 seconds the coin's even on the screen. And he's getting them right, man. You keep your. He's gonna keep me on my toes.
Okay. Mint mark on that one. Oh, that's a ray coming through the end. I thought it had a double in there. That's just a ray coming through. Okay.
All right.
I had to look at that one twice.
The first thing I ever learned to look for was the amount of rays right there by the one. There's years where it's going to be 3 or 4. One of them being a premium. One of the first times too of even hearing that a variety or error exists, like it was like peace dollar related. Kind of cool.
All right, let's see what else we've got here. We got several more to go through, guys. We find some good stuff.
How many come to a roll? 20?
20.
Cool. So I think you had a die crack on the bust to the left, and it veins off. That's a whole different one right there.
Yeah, that's a whole different die crack.
You got a flagpole.
Yeah, that's a die crack. It's completely different than what we've been looking at.
And you got 2 pretty lengthy ones and going one east to west and one north to south. That's I don't see that very often. That's pretty cool.
Nice. So we got a new die crack to look at, and let's check out the mint mark at this, if this is the D, and I believe it is. Took a hit, but that's all that is.
Rivendell Coin says at Alden Davis that there's a lot of listings for die breaks in the hairline and the cheek of the portrait for the 22. So that's good, because I know myself, I would be looking at the bust probably so much that I would miss some of it.
Got a booger on the nose.
That don't make you a bad person. That's a hit from another coin. It looks like the rim, doesn't it?
That's what it looks like. Yeah. Pretty good size hit, looks like. Hello, CVS. Welcome, brother. We're looking at some peace dollars. I got a roll of peace dollars we're going through. And we talked about recording your collection for whoever inherits it or for insurance purposes. We've discussed that. So you might want to go back and look at this later. But we found some interesting things, a lot of die cracks. This one's got a die crack right there. It's a smaller die crack, but it's there. All right, let's go on to the next.
And I think it's safe to say that the VAM 1W is you have a die break.
Yeah, you got two that's got die breaks, actually.
A field displacement break.
Check the hairline here. Always check the eyes on these. Reverse. Normal D. Again, a weak strike. Look at that, how weak that strike is on that piece. Look at that. Now that's almost a strike through. It's so weak. This is weak up here too, though, to a degree. A lot of these peace dollars had weak strikes.
Yeah, I think that's indicative of the piece, with the exception of the short-lived high reverse.
21 high relief, yeah.
Yeah, the high relief was by far probably.
They're notorious for weak strikes. All right, let's see what else we got here. This one's got a little.
They're showing Lincoln Central says wore out dies.
Yeah.
Dies that are already been working for a while, so they start to wear. I do know, and I'm just what I remember of peace is that it was a rush to make deadline of even having the
guys.
So it was I wonder how really well you stand to get if you were to get the best strike, or if they all were kind of fuzzy. Or
there's the third one like that, same die break.
Yeah, that is cool, man. You scored.
You've got one that goes through it, and got three that go above the T.
Yeah, whatever amount you end up with the one with the more, then you can sit there and start to try to like match marker.
Yeah,
things. Yeah, that's cool. You'll know exactly how many you got. That's cool.
Then with some research, I can find out exactly what dies it was that did it. That is
it. Yeah, peace dog is pretty popular.
All right, let's look at the mint mark. If this one, it has to be a D to have that same die break. If I can find it here.
All right, here, just hypothetically, is it possible that the die break, you find the same coin with the same die break, but it be no mint mark?
That would be wild.
But it's possible because
it is possible, I guess.
Because you
if the die breaks in the same spot because it's a weak spot, yeah.
Guy could have it would not have mint mark, would make it a Philly. That's the only thing, like, not seeing a P.
Right.
But I mean, like, if it was an S, that'd probably be a better example.
That's another one I'm going to hold out right there.
They send those. I've read stories of the punches being shipped, and with guys or for whatever reasons, like it could be accidents. Never rule out things that like
Oh,
first thing can't happen, because it's like there's a lot of things that are possible.
all right. Now wait a minute. This is ridiculous. That I'm going to compare this with the last one I just looked at because, all right, you see
Yeah,
that
that's
one, right?
really straight, doesn't it? Like an arrow.
Yeah. Now that's that one, and then here's this one. If I can get down to it.
Is it doing the same thing at the bus line?
You see how strong that one looks, and it's not as straight, right? And watch this. This is the other one I just now looked at. That's a different diagram.
Well, hold on. Not necessarily.
Almost exact same spot.
Yeah, it is, because it ends at the tip of the hair where they meet is spot on too. So
okay, there's that one, right?
Correct, because you're going to have different die states. That coin was it could be in 500,000 coin in between the two, but same die.
Yeah, but it's not the same. Look, the other one was straight. This one's not straight.
Well, as it gets wider, the one that's straight is the smaller girth-wise, width-wise of the two.
Right, this one here. So you think the same?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and guarantee, but I'm just, I could be wrong, that if you did an overlay with the
so you think that, yeah. So you think this
would be able
to die stage?
You would be able to overlay the photo, and it would still make it inside of all wall on the thicker one.
Okay,
and that's how crazy it is, because seeing them separately for a second and then having to go back to the other one, I instantly, at my first impression was that has to be damaged. It looks like a ruler straight.
Right.
Yeah, but it's Lincoln said something, and I thought, you know what, I think he's right. And then I was staring at the where it meets other devices, and it's literally spot on. So you got, like Lincoln said, that's an early die stage.
Is that not crazy though?
And then the bigger one, it looks straight, like it's concaved, right?
Right.
And that's a later die stage.
So it's the same one. I'll keep these. Yeah. That's crazy.
Neat, huh?
And to find them in the same row.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's pretty cool.
All right, what we got here?
It's always, dude. That's practicing being a hunter of those. Well, is having multiple die stage specimens. Pretty cool. That's like bragging rights.
Good roll. I give it that.
I'd say so. Next, and then obviously the next question, because you didn't get that roll from me, I'm gonna have to ask you where you got the roll.
Yeah. I actually bought it locally.
Oh, I'm joking. What's that?
I bought it locally.
Yeah, nice. That's always a good thing, man. Being able to source
my one of my dealers.
Cool.
And you know what's crazy? I bought it from Mel.
Yeah, that always blows me away. All the different practices of like guys in the same business. You know, there's guys that they won't let go of, something, and the next guy, a mile apart, and he doesn't see it, not even close to the same way as the other guy, but they're both in professional capacity. You know what I mean?
Well, Joe was wanting this roll to make bells out of, but now I'm not so sure I'm going to let most of it go. I'm going to let part of it go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because it's Joe's bells. There's wonderful as these peace dollars are, like that's a tough one, but he makes them and he needs source. So it's like, I know what they're going to end up looking like. Joe can make a bell. You'll be happy with your bell.
He can make some beautiful. Well, they weren't for me. I was just going to sell them for him to make bells out of.
Yeah. I'd much rather see her go to Joe and become something crazy wonderful than just to the melt pile.
Well, that's the reason I bought the roll, because it would have probably, because this guy he deals in high end coins, and somebody just wanted some money.
Coins, they have a place in numismatics. They're collectible still. The grades that I've seen so
He
far.
called me. He said, "I've got this roll that I bought from Mel. If you want it for a couple dollars more than I get in it, you can have it." And I went down and picked it up. So
Yeah, and it's not it. That's the way he does it, and it makes perfect sense. He does high end coin.
yeah,
His time is more valuable than that role dictates or mandates, I should say. So, which is totally normal. Like that's like normal. But it's like, man, I wouldn't want to see him get melted. But the bell, yeah, I'm okay with seeing him go to Durban for a bell. That's wonderful. Hey, Diane Durbin, how are you, Mama? You know
hey,
what? I do. I swear I do. I'm alive, 44 years old. I had to have sometime, but I haven't in the last like day. I got stuck in a stream last night and had a really good time, and I just couldn't get. You ever been in one where you can't get away? You're thinking it, but you just you're bumping into people you haven't seen in a while, maybe people you're fond of. It gets hard to get out of these streams sometimes.
hey, Diane, how are you, honey?
So
I
yeah,
want to welcome everybody that's here.
and I'm telling everybody in chat, don't get old, man. These things get harder to pull off the older you get. I can't keep up with the Alden Davises and the Lincoln Centrals anymore.
Well, we've got about 5 more to go through out of this roll.
Sweet roll.
And guess what? Boom.
Doug?
You see it?
All right, you got die crack with big. Now, are those raised? Are they die chip?
I'm not sure what the hell they are. They go all the way to the rim. Look, goes all the way around it.
And it misses the tip of hair right there. So it's
all right. It's starting.
Yeah, it's a different one. Oh, look at that.
It's altogether different. It starts at the bottom of the R.
That sucker just drifts in and then just keeps on going around. Wow.
Right there, it splits off, goes to the rim. Hang on a minute.
That is cool. That's a cool one. Look at there. That die was it was broken.
It goes all the way up through the neck and ends right there.
Yeah, I wonder if that's
to the rim there too, right there. Boom.
That's drastic. Like that's a long.
That's a major one right there.
Yeah, that's cool. That is really. Those are ones you hope for stuff like that. That is cool. Now, any remnants of anything on the reverse?
I haven't even looked at the reverse yet. I'm still looking at.
Really, I mean, there could be more going on the obverse.
I'm just looking at this obverse going, my God. All right, let's look at the reverse now. First, we'll check out the min mark. And we'll go around her.
Diane Durbin. Yeah. Oh, man, Molly, you hit it on the head. I don't know why. It was
it's a really, really weak strike on the reverse. I don't see anything major.
More than normal, huh?
Yeah. But man, that obverse, look at that.
I'm going to go out there on a limb and think that tonnage, I think that's like one of the terms they'll use for like the force that these the strikes get, how much force is generated, right? Pounds per square inch, that type of thing. You would have to. I would have to fairly assume that you're going to lose.
All right, Rivendell.
Power in a die that's cracked in multiple places, so it's being held together still. Like they're side by side, the pieces, but it's like that die. It's energy dissipates, and it gives it lots of avenues to start to do that.
Rivendell wants to get a close look at this D. Let me close in on it. Hang on, Rivendell. I'll get you a close bird's eye view. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I see what he's talking about.
And then repunchment mark to boot.
And RPM to boot. You back off it just a hair. There we go. Hang on, let me get it focused a little bit better.
Yeah, I see. Man, I see it northeast, but I think I see like two.
Penny Queen, are you still in here?
All right. The burning the oil on both ends was it was, you just thought that that's the way it's supposed to, all the guys you looked up to when you were a kid in the neighborhood, all the construction worker type dads or whatever it was. It just seemed to be like, you were aspiring to that, but definitely, can get away from you. Yeah. Or it starts to like have a cough.
Okay, so we have an RPM and a radical.
Yeah, good description. Radical is a fitting word.
Die crack or whatever you want to call it. Die break, die crack. I don't know what you call that. That is radical right there. Look at that. Goes all the way around and it goes all the way to the edge.
Like I would assume that like if it was a Morgan, that would be a top 100.
Yeah, and there you go, and then it goes all the way to the rim on that side.
It's do they judge them by like, well, how long is yours? How long does it keep going for? How many, like, does it make all the way around the world, the coin? That one would do say yes to those three things, but I don't know what the criteria is. I'm looking right now.
Penny Queen, you were asking about the one you saw a chicken coming out of. Get together with me later, and you'll end up with it. If you want.
Hair, retained cud.
Yeah, that there is cool. Let's go with definitely going in the safe pile.
I break left of one and you. It's not top 30.
And a DDO on top of it.
Could be hot. No,
RPM on top.
I'm gonna try to top 50.
All right, we got 4 more to go through. We've had some good luck with tonight on these. This one's got some ugly toning around. Well, it's got toning around it.
Here we go. Well, out of the top 50 they are 22 fillies, and then with a handful of D's to follow it up, and one S. That almost cuts the whole 50 list in half just for the ones you have in that role. That's good.
Wow.
That ups your odds of finding something on this list.
That's crazy. There's a die crack at the hairline that Rivendell was talking about. Yep.
Let's see. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, there's going to be, he had said there's like multiple dealing with the hair and the tiara.
Yeah, Rivendell's calling a die break, so.
Yeah, right on.
That's one of the ones Rivendell was talking about. And that's a different one, so. All right, let's see. We've got, that makes 6 out of 18 that we've gone through. That's pretty radical. That's crazy. Let's look at the mint mark on this one. And it looks like a regular mint mark to me. Yeah, that's the hairline. It's on the hairline, Diane. Right there. See it?
And there is a difference. I think he has example of both in one roll. He has legitimate die break where it's a broken die, and then the other die crack, which is it's superficial kind of, but they usually like it. They'll lead to die break, precursor to die break. Yeah, pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Let's look at the next one. We've got 3 more to go, guys. Now I'm going to turn the camera over to you, and we'll look at something you got there, Trav.
How are you, Bryce?
Weak strike there.
And then Rivendell says, and die breaks lead to cud. And no cuds.
Oh, look at this
cud if it's in relation to rim.
Look at this one, Trav.
Oh, you put me on the spot. What do you want? What are you asking me to show?
Well, right now, I want you to look at this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, what? You got clashing? Is it clashing?
Goes from the R right through the hair.
Oh, you got two.
Under the Y.
Is it the same as the other?
Nope.
Okay.
To the top.
How matter of factly you were certain the other one wasn't the same at different die stages. Like it's hard for me too. It is. I would suggest find like the first place where it veins off.
Hang on a minute. I've got the other one right here.
Because that would be a telltale that you're on to the same one.
It could be the same one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I bet they look different because it's that.
All right, there's that one and here's this one. God, how many of these things?
That's cool, man. It's I mean, let's just assume it is. That's you getting 2 of those, 3 or 4 of one, and 2 of the other one that deals with the T, just the 2 different heights. Wow. That's pretty bitching. You're getting 3 out of what's possible for the year. That's nice, dude. In one roll.
Is that not cool?
Yep. Cool beans.
Let's look at the mint mark on this one. Ooh. I'm going to zoom in on that.
All right, so I'm going to just call that one right now. Repunch mint mark.
There you go.
Hey, good night, Diane Durbin.
Night, Diane.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe right there.
What do you think there, Rivendell? Does that look like an RPM to you? It does to me, but
at least over once and west, right?
Yep. And plus, it's got that big old eye crack on the front, on the top. Same coin.
Nice.
This has been a very giving roll. Man, am I glad I went through this thing. I had no idea.
Looks reworked.
Bryce says it looks like some doubling to him. I don't know.
I'm curious.
Yeah, it's reworked somehow. I agree, Rivendell. I don't know exactly.
What exactly do you mean by reworked? Like re-engraved?
I don't think I can get in closer to it. Maybe a little. There you go. That's as close as I can get to it right there with this scope.
Yeah, I'm with Lincoln. I think it's pretty clear, right?
I think it's overdue personally, but
going to the left of the mint mark.
Yep. Looks like a D over D to me, because I'm not no expert, guys. I'll be the first to tell you that.
Yeah,
We still got two more to go.
I thought I'd see tripling, but usually I can't trust my eye. But I think it's pretty typical of most, like they did in my hand, and being that much off. Not that it's common repunchment marks, but like it's kind of that's what they look like when they're over west. Or is that another mint mark? Being able to see the front of the under mint mark in the center of the top D, they seem to be the same style of letter. If that is indeed a D, right? You see the serif at the top on the top west. They match up style wise. The width of the faint one, yeah, it looks like it seems to be about the same width. Like, I mean, that for me would be enough to like, I would have to go find the number. You know, like if somebody has it already, I would say, yeah, definitely minimum 1 over.
Hey, Fire Occasion. We're going through some cool peace collars. We found some really nice stuff. Now, remember, this is the one that's got that big die crack on the top as well, or die, whatever, break, or whatever it is.
Yeah, see, that's a good point. The over mint mark or the repunch.
I think it's a D over D. It's what it looks like to me, but again.
Hey, Fire Cajun, what's going on, brother?
Well, that's another one that goes in the safe pile for sure. And we'll let Fire Occasion look at this die crack on the front on the obverse. And there it is right there.
Yeah, the Cherry Picker's Guide, the one thing, and I have a few I use. The one thing I do know about cherry pickers is that you're not going to get all that's known like to date of whatever volume cherry picker you're using. What you're getting is you're getting the guys that put the cherry pickers together. You're getting like what they consider like the ones out of what's out there that they suggest you look for. You know. So it's going to be like maybe that's driven by, you know, like the most valuable ones, or because not always value, but it could be the most popular ones. So it's like you're going to get some, but not all of it.
Oh, Lord. No.
Yeah, prominent varieties, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, man. It's easy to find out which the valuable is, and you just need to go search the auction history. What people paid for it will blacken it day and night. It'll tell you. Matter of factly, no debating. But I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it.
Oh my God!
I'm just trying to be. I'm being cautious, Lincoln. I don't want to loosely, say something or label something or incorrectly.
11.
Yes, sir.
This roll just keeps on giving. Check this one out. Okay, we got. Hang on a minute. Let me find it again.
Yeah, it's not my channel, so I want to be as respectful as I can. And the guy that owns the channel, I think he's around somewhere. He's a nice guy. So it's like out of respect, I one of my Sunday's best.
All right, this is going through the head.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, well, no, there's one on the bottom too.
It starts out at now
at the bottom of the coin. Look at this one.
Right.
This one goes right through the neck, right through the bottom of the bust line, all the way through the T, right there.
Very thin, so it's not as wide. There's the die chips in it, but they're fainter. Right. Yeah, so I would go out on a limb and say that it's earlier stage than the other.
Yeah, but it's got one at the top and the bottom. You can find the one at the top.
It's
around here somewhere.
It's like
there it is.
If you if you collect coin and maybe you're not really partial or into riding air, it's like give it a shot. You know, it. There's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of ways to partake in the hobby, and it's like it's
Lincoln says, look at the spikes. Let's see.
a fun one, I think. And
There's
that, see the positioning of that D? Like
wait a minute.
Like it got turned clockwise, maybe 20 more degrees. That guy was it was probably a Monday. Nobody likes going to work if you work banker, like Monday through Friday.
I look like doubling to you, Lincoln? You wanted me to look at the spikes. I can see. I don't know if that's machined or.
Oh. I can't.
It's got fly cracks on it. But I don't know what that is.
I can't say. I think for me, it's I think it's too close. Maybe too old of a stage for my eyes. Is it doubling, Lincoln? I don't get a lot of peace dollars either. I like them though.
I'll let Robert take a look at this one because I don't know.
Okay, so like the right there, is that the normal part of the design? Yeah, I think it is. The in between, the taller, the lower, but there's just it's strike. It just looked like it might have been like ghosting. Could be machine doubling. Huh.
I don't know. I know it's getting.
I think you already hit it out of the park. I think you're getting greedy now.
I know it's.
I know the roll he's going to get DDO, repunchment mark with a circular die crack, retain rim to rim.
I know it's got 2 die cracks in it.
Hey, let me know when you find the one that rubs your feet after. That's the one I'm looking for. Help a guy out.
Make that another one with a die crack. My God. Look at this.
Yeah, you got a good roll. That's a damn good roll.
It's 10 coins that I've held out of 20.
And that's through the T one.
Let's look at the mint mark on this one. It's a lot better strike on the back, even though it's not good.
That 8, let me see. 8.
Nah, it just took a hit. I think that D took a hit, guys.
Denver?
Yep.
Yeah, you just showed it, though. I was staring at D and I asked, it's a Denver?
Yeah, I took a hit. But it does have a good die crack on it. And that's all of them, guys. But let's look at that die crack again. Hang on a minute. Let me get it back in focus.
All right, so you got 8 and 8A. Double wing, die break below Y. I don't see any others, and neither one of them initially speak to adhere. So let me click on one. We'll click on the 8 myself. All right, the 8's got to check this out. 22 DVAM 2 AM break above TR number 2. And it's a die crack that goes right through the T. Just like the ones we have been seeing. It goes up and it's running through the L at that same space off the distance off the rim. And
that's what we've got for ones that
I'm not asking because I know it probably is too hard, but I'll suggest it when they have the full blown up where you get to see coin full view. So right now, because I would have never been able to visualize it myself, I can see what you probably see. Like you can see it all at one time on the coin once your eye makes it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. That's a big old freaking die break, man. You scored.
I scored. All right. Here's one more that I hadn't checked yet. I just found it sitting on the side over here, and it rolled off the pile. We'll see what this one's got, if anything. I don't see nothing.
What's it hiding? Good night, Anna. Ooh.
Nah, I don't see nothing with this one. Yep, there it is. That crack at the top, right there. See it? Right through the bottom of the T.
Yeah.
Head.
I just made it right now. Okay, so you're saying Rundale says it speaks to it. PCGS top 50. I don't. Okay, that's a different list. I'm actually on Van World, and I'm using their VAMs by date. So it'll list every VAM known to. No, I shouldn't say that. All of it usually VAM World is where like PCGS guys get their info. They'll compile their own lists. There'll be lots of top 50 lists, and they might not be the same. You know where the VAMs land in the list.
Well, that's 9 out of 20 with die cracks, and a lot of them's got RPMs on.
Yeah, you won. You won the bounty this week for the best find. I say you just label it best find. Roll a whole roll of right. It's like, all right, you got this. You win this week. I give up. I'm shooting for next week.
Well, that was a good roll, guys.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Let me get myself off camera here. There you go. Yeah, that was a great roll, guys. 9 out of 20 coins. I got 9 that I held aside.
It's a good number.
Pretty good roll for just a roll of peace dollars I bought at
almost
a hair above spot.
It means almost every other coin is going to have some anomaly on it that you're going to, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and some of them had die cracks and die breaks at the top and bottom.
Multiple specimen of
3 or 4 of them had RPMs or double or what do you call it? D over D on
potentially over mid mark and repunch mid mark.
Right.
Yeah, that's running. That's like batting for the cycle. Or what's better, the in the park home run, or I'm always thought batting for the cycle.
That was a home run for sure.
Right on. Oh yeah, yeah.
And to think I almost sent that to Joe without looking at it.
To make well, you send him every other now.
But guys, I'm going to end this. We've been on for going on 2 hours now. Great stream, great time. I've had a ball. Don't forget what we first talked about. Record what you've got in your collection for a lot of reasons. For the people you leave it to, for in case something happens, robbery, fire, theft, whatever, insurance reasons, and make sure that you. Let me change cameras just 1 second here. Make sure you log it in one of these or something like this. Make a hard copy. Like I said, mine stays in my safety deposit box. Every coin I've got that's recordable or worth recording is in this book, and that's graded coins, raw coins, book collection, my typeset, all of that is in here. My Morgan set, I've got a complete book of Morgans. It's in here. So yeah.
Way Alden.
Huh?
if somebody was to, I know people are partial to coin that really doesn't have a monetary value. They would be like maybe noteworthy, you know. Now this could serve them too, because they want to make sure that the people that they want to leave these mementos to, that they get them. So
Yeah,
they would also protect that person's
exactly.
valuables, which they keep track of it valuable in a different way, valuable, but nonetheless, I think it's equally, you know, important.
I
Yeah,
agree 100%, Trav. You're right.
right
And there's so many purposes for this. This isn't just for one reason or two reasons. It's for a lot of reasons.
yeah,
Protect the people you love, because we're not always going to be here. The coins, we're the guardians of them for now. But who they go to and all of that. But let them know what you got. You know, let them know what you got. Don't this.
right on.
Hang around after. We'll have a chit chat after the streams ended, Trav.
Yeah, definitely.
But you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you so much, and I hope we got to share some things tonight. We had a lot of fun, and look forward to seeing you next Sunday night. God bless, Godspeed, and stay safe. See you guys.
Be well. Excuse me. Be well, everyone. Good night.
Let me make sure this thing's down.